In this video, we're going to look at how you can utilize Rposio's built-in age verification system to have certain items prompt the cashier to scan an ID to verify the customer's age. The first thing to note is you need a 2D scanner in order to read a barcode on the back of a license. Your Rposio system may have already come with a 2D scanner, but Insight can provide you with one if you need. Just shoot an email to support if you have any questions. The back of all US driver's licenses have a fuzzy barcode. That's the one that the cashier is going to be scanning. It's important to note that any other barcodes or QR codes on the back of the license should be covered up by the cashier's hand so that they're only scanning that fuzzy barcode. Age verification is handled through a selling rule. Every item in your system has a selling rule attached. The selling rule tells the system how to treat that item. Let's take a look. So every item that you add to your system, you always choose a selling rule. It could be default selling rules that allow discounts. It could be a no discount item, an open item, an EBT eligible item, and so on. Let's look at age verification. If you need help setting up the selling rule, reach out to Insight support. But otherwise, come to your selling rules, give it a name, choose 21 for the age, just hit update. If you need this to be an age verify open item, where the cashier will be prompted to enter a dollar amount, then you could also choose requires price entry. You can make multiple selling rules to apply to different items. Once you know your selling rule is created, head over to your items section to apply it to some items. Let's look at one individual item. We're going to look at this pack of Marlboros. So we're going to change this item to an age verification item. So I'm going to choose the age verify selling rule and hit save. Okay. Now when I head over to my POS, it's going to prompt for the age when I sell that item. We'll look at that in a second. You're also able to apply the selling rules through group changes. So if you need to apply this to all of certain brands, departments, or even your entire database, you can do it in just a couple of easy steps. Let's take a quick look at that. So here I have a filter set up for Marlboro packs. Here's all my Marlboro packs, and I want to apply age verification to every single one of these. In this case, I'm going to do a group change. You can watch our group change video to see other ways of doing group changes, but in this case, I'm going to select all the items here, hit group change. I'm going to choose which store I want to apply it to because you control it store by store. And I'm just going to choose age verify. I'll hit submit. It's going to update the 112 packs, and you can see up here in the notification when it's complete. That's it. If you ever want to take it off of all these things, all you have to do is apply whatever other selling rule you want to any of those items, and it'll be done instantly. Now let's look at how this plays out on the POS. We'll look at a few different scenarios. First of all, when I sell a pack of Marlboros now, you'll see the age verification screen pops up. I have a few options at this point. I can ask the customer for their ID and scan it. I'm going to scan my ID. My age has now been verified, and I can complete the transaction. You'll notice if I sell any other packs of cigarettes, it's not going to ask me again for the age verification because I'm in the same transaction. We don't need to ask the customer repeatedly for their age, obviously. So we can tender out the transaction as usual. Let's do it again. This time I'm going to use an expired license. I'm going to scan the license, and you'll see an error pops up saying that it's expired. If the license is not expired, but they're not 21, then the error will pop up saying that they're not 21. Let's do a manual entry of the license. So we can tap manual entry, put in a birth date, expiration date, and hit done. Again, it enters it in, we tender it out. Same thing. There are some scenarios where you're supposed to age verify before the customer even enters your store. We even have a fix for that. We can turn on a function called age verify where you can just select age verify and then scan the customer's license, and it's ready even before they present you with any items. Now let's say you have a customer who you've already age verified in a previous transaction, or they're a repeat customer, or they're obviously of age and you don't want to ask them for their ID. You can scan the item and you can hit the override button. Now this is going to allow you to do the transaction without actually verifying the customer's age. You can complete the transaction as usual and you're all set. Let's look at how these look on the receipts. So you'll see here on a receipt where I've actually verified the age, there's a line that'll say age verified right on the receipt. It's important to note you are not saving any of the customer's license information or age information in your database whatsoever. You're just verifying their age. Likewise, on the transaction where I overrode the age verification, it's going to say age verification overridden. If we head on over to the retail transactions report, you'll see we can add a column called age overridden, and it'll tell you whether or not the age verify was overridden in that transaction. So you can keep an eye on cashiers to see which operators are doing the override all the time and which are actually verifying ages. If you go into the transaction itself, you'll see age overridden, yes or no. And that's all there is to it. You can manage which items in your store ask for age verification, turn it on and off whenever you'd like. Thanks for watching this video walkthrough. For more information, email support@insightrs.com or visit us at insightrs.com.